just making your way onto your mat, having a little lie down to begin with. Just release the arms, release the legs, start as we need to go on. And just take the arms overhead and just allow the arms to drape down. Surrender and releasing the whole body to the earth beneath you. You can keep the arms overhead or rest them down by your sides if you wish. And just take a few deep, nourishing breaths to begin the practice. Just notice the breath as you breathe in through the nostrils, down that waterfall in your throat towards an imaginary lake in your belly. Breathe in, feel the belly rise, or the inhalation as you breathe out. Noticing the breath from the belly, waterfall in your throat back out to your ocean of air. So if it helps, you might want to place right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Again, follow that journey. As you breathe in, feel the belly rising. And as you breathe back out, noticing the belly subsiding, imagining that breath as you release into your ocean of air. And see if you can make the breath as deep and smooth as you can, so just nice and relaxed, breathing in. And see if you can accentuate, elongate that exhalation now, so very smoothly, with control, just to begin to let the out-breath out through the nose or the mouth is fine. I like to breathe out through the mouth sometimes when I'm letting go, just a tiny parting of the lips, not too much. See if you can find the very end of your exhalation until the breath has completely left the body. There might be a little space between breaths before breathing back in. And just very slowly take your head over to the left slightly. And imagine now any thoughts of the mind pouring into the heart space, so that with every breath, your thoughts now are being purified by your heart space today. So any worries, any stresses that might be going on, just allow them to melt into the heart. And replace this now with a positive thought or intention. Maybe just a word, a colour, a feeling, happiness, relaxation, letting go, whatever comes to mind. Just plant that intention like a seed in the heart space now. And then when you're ready, wiggling fingers and toes, and take your arms overhead very slowly. Point the toes and begin to rotate the wrists and the ankles in one direction and then the other. So lengthen and stretch, pointing the toes and the fingers, make the body as long as you can, breathing in. And as you breathe out now, we're going to flex the feet and draw the arms down towards your sides with control, so making that out breath nice and long once again. As you release the arms down, no rush. Try not to anticipate the next movement, just take your time. Wait for the next breath, breathing in, take the arms overhead, nice and slowly. And breathing out, flex and draw the arms down by your sides. So moving in your own time with your own breath. This is your time, your space, your practice today. So really just indulge and take your time here. Lovely. Breathe in, stretch and lengthen. Now as you breathe out, we're going to draw the right knee in towards the body. So hugging the right knee in. Take hold of the shin or the knee is fine. Rotate the right ankle. You can keep the left foot flexed slightly so the toes are pointing up to the ceiling with the sky. And then breathe in, lengthen and stretch. Breathing out, left knee comes in, hug onto the left shin, your knee's fine. And rotate the left ankle. In time with the breath. Lovely. Breathing in, lengthen and stretch. Breathe out, right knee comes in. Now if you want, you can begin to draw your nose towards the knee. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can hover the left leg away from the ground. So just do what feels good for you. You can release the head and neck. If there's any stress in the neck, just let go. And then breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, doing the same on the left side. Left knee comes in, hovering the right leg away. If that feels good for you, just do exactly what you did on the other side. Lovely. Breathing in, stretch and lengthen. This time, taking the hand behind the right leg this time and lengthening with the right leg. You can drop the head and neck back down and just begin to circle the right ankle once again. If you want to, you can draw the back of that thigh a little closer to you, but don't take it too far if it feels too much. If there's too much strain here and the thighs feel really tight, just bend that left knee so the left foot comes to the ground. That feels really good actually. Just do what feels good for you. And you can take the hands behind the calf if you want to take it deeper. If you want to take it a step further, you can draw the elbows wide and draw the nose towards the knee. But please don't stress or strain here. Hover the left leg away. If you want to take it a stage further, or just listen to the body, and when you're ready to come down, draw the left leg down, slowly stroke the hands down the back of the right leg and release the right leg. Wonderful. Lengthen and stretch. Doing the same on the left side. Grab hold of the back of the left thigh, lengthen the left leg this time, flexing and pointing, rotating that left ankle. One direction then the other. Wonderful. Take the hand behind the thigh, draw it a little bit closer. You can bend that right knee if you did that on the other side, like what I'm doing. Just do what feels right for you. Take the hands behind the calf or the thigh, just not the knee joint. Elbows wide. Draw the nose towards the knee. If you want to hover the right leg away, please do so. Just ease yourself into each posture today. There's no rush. And then release the hand down, release the leg, both legs nice and long once again. Lengthen and stretch. Shuffle the feet now over to the left corner of the mat and the upper body over to the left. So feeling the stretch on the right side of the body, like you're bananaing the body over to one side. If you want to increase the stretch, take the right ankle over left. If you're tight in the shoulders and you can see your elbows and your peripheral, just release the arms all together. So no stress or strain here. It's a wonderful passive stretch, lengthening through the psoas muscle, the muscle that runs through the whole side of the body. Feel that stretch through the right side. Nice deep breath in. Feel the lungs on the right side. As you breathe out, let go completely. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Shuffling the feet over to the right this time. Upper body over to the right. Crossed over the ankles, do the same on this side. Left ankle comes over right. So again, passive stretch. Try not to overstretch here. Breathe into the left side of the body, nice deep breath in. Filling the lungs, and as you breathe out, letting go completely. Coming back to centre when you're ready. Well done, guys. Bringing the feet down now so that the heels are in line with the bottom. If you have your block nearby, you want to use it, you can place the block between the knees and place the palms down. So we're going to come to a few core strength exercises now. So breathing in, feel that natural arch in the spine. And as you breathe out, begin to engage pelvic floor and lower tummy muscles. So try and keep the shoulders as relaxed as you can with the palms down. Just engage this lower area, engage that bandha, the lower energy lock where all the muscles meet, this Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, the two energy centres that draw the energy back in. So just get used to doing this for a while. Breathing in, let everything relax, natural arch in the spine. Breathing out, begin to engage. So you almost have a nice flat back. So if you try to put even a slither of paper under your spine, that wouldn't work because there's no space between the ground and your back. Keep your pelvic floor engaged and release when you're ready. Breathing in. This time as you breathe out, bring the hands behind the head, keep the elbows wide and begin to draw the chin towards the chest and look towards that triangle you've created between the thighs. See if you can keep the pelvic floor engaged as you do this. If you're out of practice, this will feel not quite as natural as it did if you've been used to doing this a while ago, if you've given it a break over the summer. So just take your time to ease back into it. Muscle memory. Don't be hard on yourself. Just begin to practice once again. Remind those muscles of what to do with a gentle nudge, a bit of compassion. Keep breathing there. See if you can keep your breath nice and deep and even. Focusing on the out breath as we release back down. Wonderful, guys. Couple more times in your own time with your own breath. So as you can see, we're not really straining or stressing the muscles. We're just working with this bit of internal intention now. Drawing the muscles in towards the body so that we don't lose vital energy as we breathe out. Breathing out one more time. Stoking that fire, that agni, that digestive fire within the solar plexus, imagining it like the sun, vibrant yellow colour, an orb of radiant sensation in your solar plexus now as you awaken this area. Wonderful. Release and let go. Release the block away. And hug your knees in towards your chest. So using that core strength now, we're going to take the hands behind the thighs and we're going to rock and roll a few times through the spine, forwards and backwards. If this feels like it's going to be too much, just roll onto one side and bring yourself up to a comfortable seated posture. Lovely. So coming to sit, if you want to, you can use a rolled up blanket or foam cushion and place it under the bottom. This always feels nice just to lengthen a little through the spine. Wonderful. Placing the hands on the knees and closing the eyes here. So just feeling grounded now through the sitting bones. Think of turning that pubic bone down towards the ground so that you feel length through your spine. And just take a few moments here to simmer and settle. Any thoughts going on in the mind? Any sensations in the body? Just becoming aware of whatever's going on. With a sense of ease and acceptance. Try not to push it away. Welcome whatever's here in this moment right now. Be aware of any sensations, any sounds around you. Sensations, any feelings, images or thoughts. And then notice the body, so imagine the grounded sensation through the base here, through your sitting bones, and imagine energy now coursing up, as though you're planted in the ground like a tree. Imagine roots going down from your base, wrapping round a rock in the centre of the earth. Give this rock a colour if you wish to. And imagine that it holds your positive intention. So as you breathe in, drawing up grounded earthed energy through your spine, through the back of the neck, down the arms, back of the neck, top of the head and beyond. And when you're ready, bringing the palms of the hands to the heart center. Allowing there to be a gentle smile in your face and your mouth. Just smiling, relaxing the facial muscles. Rubbing the palms together. Placing the hands over the closed eyes. When you're ready, opening your eyes in darkness. And just allow the hands to melt down away from the face when you're ready. Lovely. So when you're ready now, interlocking the fingers, taking the arms away. Take the arms up, rotate the shoulders, back and down. Rotating the wrists here, giving the hands a little shake out to the sides. All the way down and releasing. Lovely. Interlocking the fingers as you did naturally, and then swapping the fingers over. Again, turning the palms away. Take the arms up. Rotate the shoulders back and down. And again, rotating the wrists. Take the right hand out to the side, sliding up and over, reach and lengthening. Pushing, coming up, doing the same on the other side. Reach and lengthen, moving in your own time with your own breath now. Stretching over to one side and then the other, gently awakening the sides of the body. Nice. Take the left arm now in front of you, bending at the elbow. Bring the hand towards the upper back. You can change the cross of the legs as well if you wish to. If you have your belt nearby, you can always keep it nearby. And if you know you're a bit tight in the shoulders, you might want to take the belt into that left hand. Show you from the side. And then take the opposite hand, reach towards the belts, opening out through the shoulder blades. See if you can draw that top elbow away from the ear. So both elbows are in complete opposite directions, away from the shoulders, away from the ear. And if you want to, you can interlock the fingers if that's available, or just keep hold of your belt, or if you want to, just placing the hands on the back is fine. You don't have to touch with the hands. So just see what happens here. Open the heart space with a bit of courage. Breathing there through your heart, imagining this wonderful clear green colour, like an emerald green, shining from your heart space now. And then release the bottom hand, release the top hand, swap the belt over if you have the belt in your hand or your strap. Taking right arm up this time. Opposite hand reaches. You might find you're tighter on one side or the other, or slightly more open, so just notice whatever happens here. Breathing. One more deep breath, that emerald green colour filling the heart, filling the lungs. Clear, fresh energy, fresh breath. And then release the belt. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto all fours. So I always suggest using a bit of padding for the knees if it's available to you. So if you've got a tough, hard floor underneath you, it's always good to use a blanket under the knees just to support the joints. Just do whatever feels good for you. Tuck the toes under helps to support the knees as well. So we're going to come into cat-cow, so making sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders or a little bit further forward. Palm spread, and that your knees are in line with your hips roughly. Then we're going to begin to circle the shoulders, begin to allow a ripple effect to happen in the body. So don't worry about watching me, seeing what I'm doing. Just drop the head or look down towards the ground, close the eyes, and just begin to allow there to be a bit of movement, whatever happens naturally. Just allow it to happen. There's no right or wrong. Just move through the spine here. Then with the eyes closed, we're going to make a circle with the hips. So imagine you have a paintbrush at the end of your hips and you're drawing a circle all the way around, nice big circle with the hips in a clockwise direction. Drop the head, Allow everything to hang, just swinging the hips from side to side. If you want to make these movements a bit bigger, you can make the circles nice and big, draw the weight back towards your heels. And if you want to bring the weight forward, you can shuffle the hands a little bit forward and come up into a bit of an up dog. But again, just see if that feels too much. Just keep it small. Keep the movement a bit smaller, a bit more steady as you ease back into your yoga practice. Just make sure that you're closing the eyes and that you're really internalizing this movement. So you're really listening to what feels good for your body today, rather than what I'm saying. It's possible. So try not to let the mind get involved, what you should be doing, where you should be at. A wonderful posture just to check in. A bit of compassion. Move into that space that feels good for you today. Lovely, come back to centre. So we move the hips in a clockwise position. We're now going to go anti-clockwise with the hips. Drop the head. And again, nice big circles. As big or as small as you wish, just doing the same on the other side. If at any point you just want to drop back into a child's pose, that's fine. Just stretch any bits that need stretching. And then we'll come back into a child's pose when you're ready. So you can bring the knees together or knees slightly wide. If you want to, you can take a little pillow or cushion under the bottom and just take the arms long out in front of you. Drop the elbows down, drop the forehead down. If you're really tight in the hips, you can always take a block under the forehead. This helps to ease tension from the hips. But close your eyes here. If you're tight in the shoulders, you can make a triangle with the hands and keep the elbows wide and a little bit closer towards you. Wonderful, guys. So when you're ready, coming back to all fours, we're going to tuck the toes under now and we're going to come into a downward dog. So pushing the weight back, dropping the head, looking towards the space between the legs. Keep everything slightly bent. If you haven't done this posture in a while, just ease yourself in. Keeping things bent just creates a bit more space. Close the eyes here. Allow the body, the head to be suspended in that space between the arms and legs. No tension in the head and neck. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then beginning to walk the dog here if you want to. Then one knee, then the other. Again, create a bit of movement, a bit of space. Keep everything slightly flexible. Look under one armpit, then the other. Just see how it feels. And then you can begin to walk your feet towards your hands and just allow the body now to drape over the thighs. So bend your knees, drop your head, grab hold of opposite elbows so you're ragdolling down. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Release the hands when you're ready. Bring the feet together now. Bring the hands to the shins, nice flat back as though you're carrying a tray of cups on your back. And then fold back down, grab hold of the back of the legs, nose towards the knees. And then we're going to bend at the knees slightly. We're going to engage our core, pelvic floor once again. And we're going to sweep the arms behind us, Eddie the Eagle style. Palms to face one another. Push the palms in towards one another as you open the heart space, and you'll come into a chair from here. So you can bring the feet either right together or a little bit apart. Take the arms up and you can begin to look up slightly. Take the arms all the way up, mini back bend, and then bring the palms out to the sides. Lovely. So grabbing hold of your water, if you have a glass of water, always a good idea. Wonderful. So if you have your strap or belt, or you're doing this at home and you want to go and grab something, you can use a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a scarf, whatever you have. Just grabbing one now, taking it out in front of you. So we're going to use it just to accentuate the movement of the arms. We're going to use it just to create a bit of traction through the muscles. So just have a little play around, take the arms out in front of you and just create nice big circles with the belt all the way round. You can move through your space, taking a circle very slowly and mindfully all the way around the room, all the way round till you come back to centre. Nice. Take the feet a little wider, heels in slightly, bend at the knees so the arms are nice and straight. And we're just going to sway the arms from one side to the other. Just notice how that feels today. Wonderful. Now taking the arms out in front of you, you can lengthen the legs once again, breathing in. As you breathe out, bend the knees and just take the arms over to one side. So keep your hips facing forward, just the upper body. Twists. Back to centre, lengthen through the legs. And do the same over to the other side. Back to centre, breathing in. Over to the other side. And over to the other side once more. Lovely. Taking the arms up, dropping right arm behind you, bending at the knees. Lengthen, doing the same over onto the other side. Again, bending at the knees. And then release the belt away. Lovely job. Well done, guys. So coming towards the front of your mat now, we're going to do a few sun salutations. So bringing your feet roughly hip distance apart. And before we do, we're just going to take the hands behind the hips. So fingertips are facing up towards your upper back. Engage your core, your pelvic floor as you lift slightly. So just imagining this area, these bundas engaging to support the lower spine as you gently tilt the hips forward. Then think of this lift coming up through the core, all the way up and back. So very mindfully moving through the spine. And then eventually you can look up, drop the jaw if you want to. Try not to collapse the back of the neck. And then come back forward. Lovely, bringing the palms of the hands together now. Breathing in, arms come up. And breathing out, coming forward. So bending now from the hips all the way down, very mindfully. Dropping down. Lower the head, give the head a little shake and a nod. Bring the hands on the shins, nice flat back. And then lower the hands down, stepping or jumping the feet back, right and left into your plank. So in your plank, just checking, you've got this area engaged, you've got your weight evenly distributed, and with your bundas fired up, you should find this okay, not too bad. Keep breathing there. If you need to drop the knees down, that is absolutely fine. Do what feels right for you. And then we're going to lower the knees, tuck the elbows in, just hovering slightly, draw the chin down, stick the bottom up, and then come up into low cobra or up dog, or if you prefer into sphinx with your elbows down and your forearms down. Okay, pushing back, bring the hands back, push back into child's pose, just easing back there, closing the eyes, drop the head, taking 3 full breaths.